Come on, man. Adrien Broner gets beat the fuck up. MARCOS MAIDANA beats him the fuck up. Fucking knocks this fool down like 20 seconds into the second round. In the first round, MARCOS MAIDANA was coming forward like with bad intentions. I seen a video by Dwyer. He said in order to beat counterpunchers, which Adrien Broner slightly is, you would have to come in hard in the first couple of rounds, because those are the first two rounds that, you know, counterpunchers kind of, you know, they're studying their opponent, they're not as active, and those are the first two rounds that you're going to have your chance to actually open shit up and get shit interesting. And that's exactly what MARCOS MAIDANA did. He came in and just was firing on Adrien the Problem Broner. He solved the problem. And the problem with Adrien Broner is he fights under the Philly shell defense. And the Philly shell defense is only effective when you have foot movement and lateral movement. If you watch this fight, Adrien Broner lacks both of those. And when he's actually in the Philly shell defense, he doesn't really roll with the punches that well. I don't think he sees the punches as well as Floyd Mayweather. He drops his right hand. He drops his hand all the time. That's why he got smacked up the first time. Or was it the second time? I don't know. He was getting smacked around the whole goddamn fight, if you ask me. His power wasn't effective on MARCOS MAIDANA. I seen him, you know, stun MAIDANA a little bit, but, you know, like I said before about, you know, what Dwyer had mentioned, you know, he went in there in the first two rounds and kind of took the heart out of Adrien Broner. Broner was kind of, you know, he was fucked up in the head after those first couple of rounds. And, you know, during the mid-rounds, he kind of started getting things together. But then in the 8th round, MAIDANA drops him again. And so it's like, wow, you know, Adrien Broner's like, what the fuck? And then, you know, after that, they come with the, you know, the headbutt, and he tries to hit you with the little Ric Flair flop. And, you know, motherfucker used to body slam Ric Flair. He would get up and act like he's trying to, you know, and then he'd just start running off somewhere on some fuck shit, trying to get MAIDANA, you know, DQ'd and shit. But it was just an overall, you know, just a menacing performance by MARCOS MAIDANA, man, you know, and he was just kind of just smacking Adrien Broner, man. It's like, Broner, man, he wasn't defending any of the shots, man. It was just like going toe-to-toe, man. You know, I'm going to keep it real with you guys, man. You know, there's not a lot of guys, you know, that I've seen, you know, as a youngster up until now that have actually been successful using the Philly shell defense, other than, you know, James Toney, and of course, you know, Floyd Mayweather. But, you know, the thing with Floyd is, you know, Floyd just isn't the Philly shell defense. Floyd, man, he moves. He uses the jab. He sticks and moves, man. He moves, you know, he can hit you and, you know, and dip to the side, man, and hit you again. You know, this guy right here, man, he doesn't move his feet at all, man. He does not position himself into getting any type of good lead shots going on, man. It's just kind of like a come forward. It's like he's primed for somebody who wants to, you know, hit hard and, you know, come forward and, you know, do their thing, you know, by doing that. And so it was just a hilarious performance, man. It was a hilarious performance, man, you know. For, you know, all the people that thought that Adrien Broner was going to win, you know, I kind of had my doubts, man. I kind of thought he was going to win, but I was just like, man, I don't know, man. You know, it kind of seems, I don't know, man. You know, I kind of felt kind of funny about it. I talked to a couple of dudes, and I was like, man, I don't know, man. You know, he's going to have to see, man, you know, what it's like to, you know, fuck with somebody that's really vicious up in there. You know, he's fucking with a pit bull up in there, man, today, man. And, shit, man. So it was a real hilarious, you know, type of thing to watch, man. And so, to me, man, hats off to MARCOS MAIDANA, man. You know, where do you go from here, Adrien Broner? You know, this is something I feel like Adrien Broner needed, you know, because he's out here doing, you know, doing these little funny dances and, you know, talking a bunch of shit. And, you know, like everybody said, he hadn't really been fighting, anybody that was, up to par that was worth mentioning, up until Pali Malignaggi. And Pali Malignaggi, a guy with no power, kind of exposed Adrien Broner to having flat feet because Pali Malignaggi was, using a lot of foot movement. That's what Pali does. He uses the jab and keeps it moving. He rotates. Adrien Broner does not rotate. He does. I mean, it's kind of sickening, really. I think he needs to, if he wants to stay in the game, if he hasn't had his whole heart snatched out of his chest, I think he needs to get with somebody that needs to teach him how to, move his feet, man, because he just doesn't know how to move his feet, just period, man. He likes to dance and all that shit, but he doesn't move his feet while he's out there in that motherfucking boxing ring, man. He's kind of just a stand forward type of, fighter. Like my guy 7-8 mentioned, just another. He was up in there looking like motherfucking, Andre Berto. So like I said again, man, hats off to Marcos Maidana, Coach Garcia. I like Coach Garcia. He's a crazy ass. He's a fool. Hey man, hats off to you guys. That's what it is, man. Long Jerry curl.